Hello, everyone. I didn't introduce myself during just the beginning there, but for those of you who don't know me or we haven't had the chance to meet yet, my name is Brendan Rice, and I'm the CEO here at Wodify. Really excited for this webinar. I'm excited for all our webinars, but this one particularly, we get to recap 2024 and talk about a bunch of exciting stuff for 2025. So I'm really excited to go through everything. Just a quick note, you're going to hear a lot of me talking today. Thank you for bearing with me. Many of you know Reagan, who's our customer engagement coordinator. She's actually on the call, but will not be presenting today because she unfortunately got really sick yesterday. And Reagan put together a bunch of these slides. She's awesome at communicating the value of a lot of these features. And so shout out to her for putting together the slides, and apologies for having to listen to me for a lot of the presentation. But the content is awesome, and I'm really excited to talk through it with all of you guys. So quick housekeeping note before we jump into the content, some Zoom tips. If you look on the bottom of your screen, you should see you have a chat tab, Q&A, and reactions. Looks like everyone's getting familiar with the chat tab, but for Q&A, please submit questions throughout the webinar and we'll answer them either in real time or we have time at the end of the webinar to answer everything. And the reactions tabs lets you either share emoji reactions or click to raise your hand, and that will let us know if you have a question or comment, and we can unmute you and chat live. And in order, talking at a webinar screen on Zoom, it's hard to get a ton of feedback. So just to reward some of that participation that we love, we're going to be picking one person who chats or comments or asks a question throughout the webinar, and we'll send you one of these cool Wodify Year jackets that I'm wearing. So engage in the webinar, and you might end up with a sweet little piece of swag. All right, the agenda today, we're going to cover four main things. We're going to talk about just some thoughts and observations I want to share about the current state of the industry and our vision for 2025. We're going to cover how to make the most out of the Wodify Year in Review report that we just released a few weeks ago. And then we're going to dig into a recap of all of the most popular features we built in 2024 and some practical ways you can get started using them or get the most out of them. And then Matt is going to give you an exclusive preview at our 2025 product roadmap and some of the features we're going to be launching in the new year. And then, like I said, lastly, we'll just leave time for Q&A at the end. So let's zoom out and talk about how the industry is evolving. And when I say industry, I don't just mean software. I mean fitness and wellness and the entire industry that we're kind of a shared part of. And I want to talk about what's happening in the industry. In general, I think a lot of positive momentum and growth, but also I want to talk about kind of some observations I've seen and how it differs from Wodify's approach. So the first thing is there's been a lot of private equity investing in fitness businesses. That's everything from software to equipment providers to fitness genres and fitness chains. And some of you might know this, but Wodify started in a very small CrossFit gym in New Jersey, and our customers have been our only investors since day one, in part due to the private equity, but there's also just other factors and decision making. I think a lot of companies today are prioritizing financial gain and short-term growth when making decisions. And at Wodify, we take a long-term view and we invest more as a percent of our company's expenses in product and development compared to any competitor in our space. And so together, what we're seeing is there's kind of a race to the bottom being created. I'm sure many of you experience this firsthand with cheaper or lower quality competition popping up around you. And it can be tempting to compete directly and play that game. But instead, like, again, many of you I'm sure are doing, at Wodify, we're doubling down on value creation and launching new initiatives with the long-term goal of being your business partner instead of just your business software. And we're trying to raise the bar for the entire market. I hope that everything we present today demonstrates our commitment to doing that. Specifically, some high-level themes that we're focused on in 2025. The first is that we're committed to being an active participant in this community and building partnerships to grow the entire ecosystem. Just in the past few months, we've created a global benchmark report with Two Brain Business. We've launched new workout marketplace partners, and we've showed up at key industry events and competitions. But at the core of our strategy as a company is our product. And we're going to spend most of this presentation talking about that product and how we're investing in new and existing features to make 2025 a year where you can get more clients, improve your retention, and save time and automate your business. almost exactly aligned with all of the goals everyone just dropped in the chat. So that's awesome to see. But ultimately, like what we're trying to do at Wodify is create a product that you love and a company that you're proud to partner with. And that's an ongoing goal. There's no finish line, but personally, I'm really proud of the progress we've made in 2024. And as some external validation of that, we were recently in the winter 2025 reports that this company called G2, which does reviews of software companies, just published. Out of 196 companies in gym management, we were ranked #1, and we were awarded the Momentum Leader badge. So I hope you are feeling that momentum, and we're going to continue getting even better next year. The last theme we're going to be working on in 2025 is getting more emphasis on engaging with and educating all of you on how to get the most value and ROI out of using Wodify. We release tons of new features, and while I wake up every day thinking about them, I know that you're not waking up every day clicking around Wodify and seeing if there's anything new in the app. You have a million other things going on inside your business. And so we want to be better partners by investing more in webinars like this one, video walkthroughs, more frequent emails and in-app guides of new features, and growing the Wodify Community Hub, which is our Facebook group, into a more engaging and engaging forum of news and customer engagement. So please join that. Nicole just dropped the link in the chat if you're not already a member. All of these things I just talked about, Reagan is doing a great job of leading, but our entire product team and our entire company really is behind all these initiatives. So I hope that just high-level strategy as a company is exciting to you. So now let's dive into the fun stuff, starting with the Wodify Year in Review. So our year in review, we've been doing for many years now. I think originally Spotify was one of the pioneers of year in review. Everyone gets to share their favorite artist, and you guys probably see that all over Instagram. These days, I think almost every company does some form of year in review. I just got my Starbucks year in review the other day, and reminded me how much money I spent on Starbucks. But I would argue your year in review from Wodify is one of the most important and impactful because of the importance of consistency and performance tracking for all of your clients. So we're going to keep adding to and launching and publishing the year in review every year. But I really do think it can have value for your business. And we have an entire retention intelligence team of data scientists dedicated to uncovering the most important insights and creating this report. So it's designed to give you an overview of your business performance throughout the year, but also offer insights that allow you to reflect on that performance and your client achievements so you can set goals for next year and also hopefully use it as a marketing tool. And so that's what we'll dive into kind of in this section. So here's an example of how we show more than just attendance data. We show top components scored for performance tracking users. We showed number of PRs, total pounds lifted. So there's a lot of fun data in there. Highly encourage you to take the time to read through your whole year in review and think about how you can share it for your business. So if you happen to have it up or you just know off the top of your head, I'd love to hear or see in the chat which of your clients' components were most PR'd this year. In general, we see deadlift being one of the most common, but would love to hear that or any other stats from your year in review that you felt really stuck out. Deadlift, deadlift, deadlift. We know deadlifts are huge. Back squat. There you go, Amanda. So getting the most out of your year in review, other than just being a kind of fun thing to look at as an owner, it's more than just that. It can be used as powerful marketing and business intelligence. So I'm going to cover 3 ways you can get the most out of it: rewarding clients, sharing on social media and email, and using the data for business insights and benchmarks. So let's start with rewarding your clients. There's 2 reports that I think are the easiest and best ways to start here. The attendance leaderboard and the PR leaderboard those are 2 great reports to use. And at the end of the year, consider giving out rewards to the clients who made the tops of those charts. Ideally, doing that in a public forum like a holiday party or a social event. It's really valuable to not only make those top clients feel special, but also encourage others to engage more with your business in 2025 so they can make the list next year. And definitely do not underestimate the power of some friendly competition when you do that. So I talked about how I've just seen year in reviews from all sorts of companies like Starbucks and Spotify. But that said, it's not as common in the fitness area. So making sure you're encouraging both your business and your clients to share their results can help you stand out from the competition and get even more of an influx of members in January. we've built some tools to help you do that. So right at the top of the year in review report, you can see you can download these image templates to highlight them on social media. And when you share that on social media, you can customize them really easily by just adding in the client names or the stats next to them. And would highly encourage you to tag those folks, tag us, and we'll reshare it as well. But I would say it's more important that you tag the clients that you're giving shout outs to, because everyone is kind of a micro influencer these days. And if they have a few hundred followers and they share it with their networks, it can create some really powerful word of mouth and referrals going into the new year. The next marketing resource we've created is an email template that you can use to send a beautifully designed email highlighting your year in review to your leads and or your clients. So this is now available within our new mass email feature. It's in our template library, so you can access it for free, download the template, and then add all of your custom data and send it off to whatever segments of customers and leads you want. We just released this, I think, yesterday, the day before, so definitely encourage you to check it out. And then the last, or sorry, not the last area, some examples of folks who have shared this on social media. We got West Shore CrossFit, 393 pounds lifted, some other fun stats. Coach Tasha from CrossFit Zion. I don't know, maybe you're even on this webinar, but she's got a hilarious reel about not making the attendance leaderboard. So check it out, give her a follow if you want to just see some fun examples of how to add personality to some of this content. And then CrossFit Iron Muscle has this attendance leaderboard post. Again, just a really cool way to showcase how people are engaging with your business. And you have this, there's the value of giving those people the spotlight, but also just as a business, showing any people who might be interested in joining how you engage with and showcase your clients. So lastly, you can use these results to benchmark for the upcoming year and get insights into your business. So it's a really good we're going to keep doing it every year, so you can use it as an annual benchmark. A really simple example is if you knew, I saw some people in the chat for your 2025 goal was to increase the number of members. If this was your report, you could really easily say, all right, this year we added 197. You want to grow by 10%. Next year, when Wodify releases the year in review, we want to have that number be 217 new clients. So that's one example. But there's some other kind of hidden insights here, and I just want to share one that I thought was really cool. We heard one customer doing, which is take your most attended day. In this case, it's Monday, and use Monday throughout the year as you're planning your kind of content calendar as the day where you plan photo shoots, or maybe you try new class types because you know you're going to have the most people in the gym on that day. So there's some little insights in there, nuggets of business strategy throughout the entire report. Definitely encourage you to spend time reviewing it with your staff and use all the resources that we provided to share them out on your social media. So that's everything for the year in review. Hope that you have already kind of enjoyed looking at it. And if you haven't, check it out and let us know what you think. I'm going to transition to Matt now, and he's going to share some of the most popular features that we built in 2024. So Matt, I'll let you take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Brendan. And hey, everybody. So in 2024, we heard your feedback and we knew we needed to not just build new features, but also improve our existing features and the overall experience of our platform. So to accomplish this, we focused a lot of time and energy this past year improving the speed of our system.
Sorry, I forgot I'm clicking for Matt, everyone. I told you Reagan was supposed to be doing this. All right, transition time. Let's do this.
All good. I'll let you get caught up. Okay, there we go. Improving the speed of our system, making Wodify more modern, and improving our core functionality. And hopefully you've seen the impact of this over the course of the year. So first, our focus on speed dramatically improved page load times of Wodify Core. This makes it much faster for you to take care of your everyday tasks, such as creating workouts or adding memberships and managing your leads. And we also made the entire client sign-in experience in real time. So whenever anyone signs in from any device, it will automatically show up right away everywhere. Now, many of you have probably seen or experienced a busy class where people are signing in from a variety of devices and means, like the mobile app or simple sign-in, Kiosk Plus. And it's a bit chaotic if one of these applications shows someone signed in or canceled and the other one doesn't. Well, now every application, every device will always be in sync. So you'll always be up to date on people's reservations or sign-in statuses. And we just recently brought these same real-time improvements to performance results. Some of you have access to this now, and if you don't, you will in the next few weeks. But for example, if you have our leaderboard up on a TV at your gym, a client will immediately see their results appear on the TV on the leaderboard in real time as soon as they enter them. Next, and as you've hopefully noticed, many of our Wodify core pages have been updated and refreshed to our more modern, sleeker interface. So we most recently made significant improvements to our class list and mobile workout editor. And this will continue to be an initiative into next year as our team is prioritizing the most commonly used screens. Here's the old version of the class list page. And then here's the new modern one. This brings consistency and familiarity to each section. And while we've been doing this, we've been sure to keep the mobile experience top of mind, ensuring that all functionality is available on your mobile devices while you're on the go. And the last part of our foundational focus is improving what we call our core functionality, features that we know you rely on regularly. We heard your feedback here, and we felt similarly that we could improve these daily experiences, provide advanced functionality, and ultimately optimize your own efficiency. A recent example of this is our mass email improvements, including just last week when we launched the ability to create and reuse email templates, making it much faster for you to send repetitive emails like a weekly newsletter or monthly highlights emails to your members. All of this is available for all customers, so you no longer have to rely on external tools like MailChimp. And over the next few weeks, we're launching the ability for you to send mass emails from your own website's domain name. Another upcoming launch will be our innovative and brand new activity feed. This will also update all in real time. And you can use it basically as an audit log of anything that happens across Wodify. So for example, if you want to see all activity for a client or a lead, or whether or not an email was sent, just search for it in our new global activity feed. And now back to you, Brendan.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. And just to kind of reiterate what Matt was saying at the beginning, as a company, our challenge and opportunity is to balance continually making sure we have a good core product that you use every day while adding new features so you can do things like reduce your overall tech stack and consolidate tools into Wodify. And so I hope that you feel like we've struck a good balance this year. And we're going to continue to try to next year as well. So you'll see that in our roadmap. But let me go into some of the new features we added in 2024, in case you missed them, because we added a lot. So in addition to everything Matt just covered, let's talk about some of the most popular features we launched this year and how you can use them. Just to set the stage, we think about adding functionality to Wodify in three main categories. Ways we can help you get more clients, improve your retention, and automate your business to save time, save money, just run more efficiently. So this is a kind of exhaustive list of the year, but the ones I want to highlight for helping you get more clients are the lead conversion tools, the new online sales page, and Wodify sites. For improving retention, we're going to go over weekly streaks, client milestone recognition, and at-risk client intervention automations. And then for automate your business, we're going to cover workflows, quick view, and quick nav. So what we're going to do over the next 10 or 15 minutes is dive into each of these features, highlight how they work, and then talk about how you can get the most value out of them and how you can get started using them. Or let's start with getting more clients with the lead conversion board. The lead conversion board, personally, I really like it because it's one of our most intuitive and modern pieces of software within Wodify. So it's a visual sales pipeline for all of your leads using this Kanban board style format, which is really useful to be able to see all of your leads in one place so you can efficiently manage your sales funnel. And then because of this layout, you can do things like you see in the image of dragging and dropping to update a lead status. You can apply different filters. For example, you have like my leads or leads with no owner here at the top. So it just lets you track where every lead is in the journey. You're able to manage your communications like SMS and email communications all through Wodify. Plus, with our lead profiles, you can record custom activities. For example, if you have an in-person meeting or conversation, or you give them a phone call. So one of the things that stuck out to me when we put together the annual report with Two Brain Business is less than 50% of gyms respond to leads within 3 hours, and 14% never even call leads when they submit a form. So I really encourage you to leverage lead conversion board in order to not fall into that category, and because it has a real impact on how you can grow your business. So again, the lead conversion board helps you efficiently manage your lead funnel, prioritize and take action so no one slips through the cracks, and ultimately will help you increase your conversion rate. So if you're not using it, we'll talk about how to get started. If you're already using it, I'd encourage you to try out some of the more advanced functionality, like creating saved views or adding workflow automations. But if you're not using it, here's a simple way to get started. The first and most important is just make sure you're collecting your leads via Wodify. That means adding a lead form to your website or using the online sales page to set up your free trials or intro appointments. You can also manually create leads if you have people who walk in or give you a phone call. And a little tip that I really like to do that is to use from any page in Wodify, you can just use Shift L as a shortcut, and that'll pop open a create lead sidebar, and you can literally create a lead in less than 30 seconds. The next, once you're just making sure you're collecting your leads, is to manage all of that communication with the lead conversion board and with the communication tools I mentioned previously. And then lastly, you want to optimize that lead conversion by applying workflow automations, using tasks, using Wodify SMS to follow up with them, so you're in constant contact with all your leads. The next feature, still related to lead conversion and getting more clients, is our newly redesigned online sales pages, previously called the online sales portal. I'll go through the specifics, but I love this feature because those of you who have been with Wodify for a while, you know that our old online sales portal just looked like old, outdated software. And we knew we wanted to redesign it, but it was a really big project because we didn't just want to throw a fresh paint of code on it. We wanted to add new functionality and rebuild it from the ground up so it worked faster, better, and unlocked more customization for you. So the online sales page allows you to generate more revenue from online purchases. So not everyone is forced to call or come in to sign up. Previously, there were really limited branding capabilities. You could add like a little image in the header, but it's now connected to custom branding. So you can have custom colors and headers and buttons to make sure that you're leading with your brand. And then lastly, it helps really, it's all designed for conversion optimization because we know most purchases are made through mobile devices. We designed this mobile first. And we also have things like new payment options and integrations with Apple Pay and Google Pay to lower that path of resistance. And again, just improve conversions and checkouts. So again, it's just some simple ways to get started. First is that you make sure that you have it set up in core. So in Wodify, you can enable your online sales page. You can choose a URL and then choose which memberships you want to sell online, and then set up and apply your branding. Then you want to take those links, and you can either have your kind of general online sales page link, or there's specific permalinks for different purchases if you want to have a link just for buying your unlimited class plan. You can add those to your website, most importantly, but also your social media handles and descriptions, your marketing emails, and just make sure you get those out there. Really, to get the most out of the online sales page and think about your entire digital presence, you can add a Wodify site for a fully optimized and embedded digital presence. Now, we'll spend a few minutes just diving into Wodify sites in a little more depth. So earlier this year, we launched Wodify Sites. It is a fully in-house. We have a team we built out of website experts, and so Wodify Sites is built, supported, and fully integrated all within Wodify. Our website team works directly with you to build beautiful websites that are optimized for desktop and mobile and designed to convert more leads into members. The benefit of doing this instead of just building your own website DIY or going to use another agency is that these sites are fully integrated with Wodify, making quick edits to the actual website a breeze from within core, but also ensuring your flows from getting leads to book a trial, sign up for memberships, or schedule a class all work seamlessly. And it's backed by our best-in-class Wodify support team. And then lastly, like I was saying, we built this team. We went out and found website and SEO experts because we understand how important that is for physical businesses. So this allows you to get discovered much easier on Google search results and make a really strong first impression. If you don't already have a Wodify site, pretty simple to get started. Just book a call. Nicole will drop it in the chat, or you can go to our website and just talk to our team about, we'll give you a free evaluation and advice on your current website, but we'll walk through a personal consultation, talk through next steps so you can share your vision. And we make sure that we build a website that addresses any business needs or concerns you have. And then in just a few weeks or sooner, if you move faster on the intake form, you'll have a brand new website that you can be proud of, and we'll start converting more leads to members. So definitely check it out, have a talk with our team, and we would love to get you a new website in 2025. So shifting gears a little bit, I want to talk about new features that we built to help you save time and work more efficiently. So Quick View and Quick Nav. Quick View is a fast, kind of light version of client and lead profiles. And the reason we built this is, first, as any business grows, you're going to be managing a larger database of clients and leads. And so we know it's really important to be able to efficiently maintain up-to-date records and access those profiles. So these quick view options are available in Wodify Core, and they're also available in the Wodify mobile app when you're on employee view and you can access client and lead profiles. So this allows you to load up a side panel on any page instead of going to the entire profile page, but it gives you all of the most common information and lets you update things like notes, tags, memberships, reservations without losing the context of where you are in Core. A great example of this is you could be working through core tasks, and if you see, oh shoot, I should, update this person's profile, you can quickly pull out their quick view, update the profile, close it, and you're right back on tasks. So you don't need to jump into their full profile, and it's also just a lot faster. The other really nice thing about Quick View is right at the top there, you can see you can quickly initiate conversations with leads and clients via SMS, in-app chat, and call buttons. So again, you might be updating a client profile with some notes because you just had a great conversation with them after class about their goals. You can, in one click, shoot them an in-app chat and let them know you enjoyed the conversation and you're going to help them achieve those goals. So over communicating with clients is just a simple but effective way to improve retention. Awesome. I see a few people saying that Quick View is helpful, so that's awesome to hear. Keep forgetting to click my transition. So yeah, quickly and easily view those details, initiate conversations quickly. This one I think most of you have probably seen because we've just started adding it more places, but we're going to keep adding new client lead data to the Quick View. So definitely explore it and check it out. Quick Nav is another one to help speed up your day-to-day in Wodify. So this is the new customizable header that provides quick access to essential tools like global search, lead and client creation, announcements, and more, just all directly from the top of the screen. But one of my favorite parts about Quick Nav is that you can customize that bar to your preference. And an example is you can set the different buttons to different parts of Wodify. So you could have one like you're seeing in the animation for creating a task or sending a waiver. But you can also create custom external links. So you can add a link to your social media profiles, or maybe you have a business mentorship dashboard, and then you just have your home base and core. You can quickly access all of those things. So, and most of our customers are spending hours every day inside Wodify. So we know these little things like Quick Nav and Quick View really do add up to save time and create a more enjoyable experience. So I hope that Quick View and Quick Nav, I hope you have a better sense of why we built them and how they work. And now let's shift to everyone's favorite topic, retention. So it's one of the most important metrics of any fitness business industry and any fitness business. And one of the reminders of that was another stat that stuck out when we were building this annual report with Two Brain Business. And so what we saw is that in these are kind of two categories, big group or small group training. But on average, you can see here, people are adding 4 or 5 new clients a month, and they're losing 2 or 3. So at that rate, it will take 2 years to grow by 50 clients, and that's just not good enough. And so we talked about lead conversion and adding new clients. On the retention side, you can have just the same impact, and in often cases, actually more. The math works out for most businesses, increasing retention by just 5% increases your profits by 25% to 95%. So we have specifically built features to help you improve retention. One of the first ones, I think it's one of the most fun features we built, is weekly streaks. So it's a client-facing feature that encourages clients to attend class by gamifying their attendance. So a week streak is obtained when a client attends at least one class per week. But gamification isn't just fun. There's real science behind the motivation, impact, and the behavioral change. So we built this feature knowing it drives retention. We've seen the feedback from it. And on our side, we have thousands and thousands of gyms that use Wodify, and we look at the data from all of them. And what we see is that clients who attend 11 or more classes per month have a 99% renewal rate. So week streaks just helps maintain that consistency. We launched this. One of our customers, Turn 2 CrossFit, shared he had a member who came up to him super excited because they had a 60-week streak. And they were surprised. They had no idea. So part of this is us just creating the visibility into the data. So just a quick another engagement piece. Drop in the chat what's the longest week streak you've seen, either your own or one of your clients, and we'll see how that compares. But week streaks, like I said, it's just a really fun feature. Encourage your clients to check it out. It'll help improve retention, which ultimately improves revenue. And there's some built-in marketing because we've seen all over social media how clients are sharing this. Gym owners are giving shout outs to clients. 55, 50, 102. Mandy, wow. That's 2 years straight. Let's see, 55, 60. I think we looked at our team looked at a report when we launched it of the longest across all of Wodify. Matt, do you remember? I think it was like a few hundred, right?
Yeah, I think there were some 400s in
People
there.
are
Yeah,
not missing a
not a
class
lot,
for
but there was.
years.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
cool.
awesome. All right, another way to use weak streaks that's admin facing, so within core, is first, in order for this whole feature to work, and in general, you should definitely be encouraging clients to sign into every class. Even if you don't have attendance caps, without people signing in, you don't have good data on your clients, your overall business. So definitely make sure you're enforcing sign-ins to class. And then you can check week streaks. There's an admin report, so you can see average week streaks, and you can dig in to see your top clients and maybe some ones who haven't maintained a steady week streak. And then, yeah, just shout out those clients with high week streaks, kind of like we were talking about with the year in review. Maybe reach out to ones with lower infrequent attendance. So for now, let's move on to round out our 2024 highlights with all things workflows and automations, starting with a very related topic around recognizing milestones. So milestones, actually, let me back up a little bit. What we're talking about are features within Wodify workflows. Wodify workflows is an advanced visual automation builder that's fully embedded in Wodify core and unlocks tons of different really useful business processes that you can implement. A lot of other companies in our space have tried to create similar features by white labeling third-party CRMs. And the power in Wodify workflows is that we took a couple of years to build this, but it lets you, it's fully embedded in Wodify, and it connects to everything in Wodify. For all the data we have on your clients, all the actions or triggers that a client might take. And then we built pre-built workflows on top of that. So you don't have to go through the energy of figuring out how to build everything yourself. So the milestone recognition workflows are a great example of that. We know how often your clients are coming to class and how many classes they've been to. So these milestone recognitions automatically track week streaks and lifetime attendance, and you can use those to trigger really anything you want, but some of our pre-built ones lets you give people a shout out when they hit a new high week streak or reward clients when they hit attendance milestones, like maybe their 100th class or their 200th class. And what I love about these automations is that you don't have to rely on manual tracking. So it actually scales if you have a few hundred clients, or even if you don't, just however many you have, it lets you track those automatically and build a consistent process. It also just builds positive interactions. The more good news emails and communications you can send, the better retention you're going to have, and the more palatable. Maybe if you need to send, hey, we're increasing prices, or hey, we're not going to have as many classes this week. You want to make sure you balance that with a lot of positive communication. And then the last thing is that it just creates the visual assets that make it really easy for clients to share these milestones. So I know many of you are already running some version of this. Maybe you have something physical in the gym, but I'd encourage you to check out these pre-built workflows to reward whichever milestones are most impactful for your clients and your business. And one of the things I've seen most in online Facebook groups and other areas for gym owners recently, I think because it's towards the end of the year, is like, well, okay, that's great. I want to reward clients at 50 classes or 100 classes or a 25-week streak, but like, what should I actually give them? So this is another one I think it'd be really useful for you guys to chat with each other and see what everyone else is giving in terms of gifts and prizes to reward client milestones. My personal favorite that I see is any sort of two things, any sort of gym swag, so your own t-shirts or other materials, because that turns your best clients into walking billboards. The other one is discounts on additional services. So giving people who maybe show up to a bunch of classes a personal training discount or a nutrition consulting discount can be really helpful. All right, I think I got to speed up a little bit here. So let's keep going. We got two more. So another workflows one, at-risk client intervention. This is kind of on the other end of the spectrum. So reward your best clients and intervene for clients who might be falling off. So these at-risk client interventions can be triggered either by our automatic algorithm that marks clients at risk based on a ton of factors, or it can be simply based on how long they've gone without attending a class. Workflows can instantly notify you, however you want to be notified. So you can get a task created, you can get an email, you can get an SMS, and then it allows you to automatically follow up with those clients. And this is kind of an important part to linger on for a second. I think this is a good example of where automation and human intervention can play hand in hand. So we build these features not to replace humans, but to let you spend your time where it matters most. So in my opinion, this is an example of where you should create tasks to reach out to people and not just send them automated communication, because nothing will ever replace you having an actual conversation and just checking in with someone. Like maybe they haven't been in class for 14 days because they had a family member who got sick, or maybe they've like really been struggling with something in their personal life. So don't just set up workflows to send automatic SMS and emails. Set them up in a way to help you spend your time most impactfully having one-on-one conversations. So those are just two examples of hundreds of workflows that can automate your business. With Wodify workflows, you can automate your lead nurture experience. You can make sure people don't miss appointments. You can connect to third-party tools like Slack or Gmail, or so much more. We have an entire team that we built to support helping you implement this product. We have hundreds of gyms already using them, but we're still launching new ones every day. So to get started, just go to workflows.wodify.com. That's the best way to book a one-on-one setup call. I would recommend starting with one of our pre-built workflow bundles to get started, and then customize those to fit your business, again, with the support of our team. And then it's, this visual workflow builder that we've created is yours to do with however you want. So you can create custom workflows and really just keep everything efficiently automated within Wodify. So Nicole just dropped that link in, workflows.wodify.com, hopefully easy to remember as well. So that's a lot of what we built in 2024. Again, not super comprehensive, but I hope that you've already experienced some of those features. If there were new ones in there to you, please take a chance to use them. And Matt, I'll let you talk about some of the exciting stuff we have in store for 2025.
All right, cool. Thanks, Brendan. So yeah, you're all selfless entrepreneurs, and we exist to be your technology partner and to serve you. So whether you've been with us for 10 years or just signed up, I do on behalf of everyone at Wodify, I want to thank you, and we truly appreciate your business, and we're committed to continuing to serve you by creating the best technology and team to help you implement it. So now let's look ahead to 2025. We'll be continuing to build what you've asked for, while supporting your ability to offer new class types and offerings to continue the success and growth of your businesses. So first, we'll be releasing new features that support your revenue growth while adding additional revenue streams to your business, starting with a fully revamped point of sale and retail product to sell products, supplements, or apparel in person or online. We'll also be introducing gift cards for the holidays, promotions, or referral programs. We'll then be enhancing the experience for individual-based offerings. So starting with overhauling and upgrading our appointments features to better support paid one-on-one services, personal training sessions, or wellness consultations, and then layering in individualized one-to-one programming, offering personalized training and coaching programs as a premium service. We're really excited to offer these features to help support revenue growth through new purchase opportunities and premium services for all of your members. And of course, we also want to make sure we continue to focus on customer experience, all with the goal of improving your client retention. So these upcoming features here focus on enhancing the member journey and making it easier for clients to manage their memberships and access all their services. We'll be continuing to enhance Kiosk Plus with an improved member check-in experience and modern user-friendly design. We'll be introducing what we're calling a new client web portal, where your members can manage their payments, book classes, and review classes or reschedules all online through the web. And lastly, the final piece of our communications overhaul will be what we call a unified inbox, which will be a centralized client communications hub all in one spot. Think combining emails with in-app chats and SMS together all in one place. We're excited for these features to boost member satisfaction, reduce churn, and create a modern experience. And finally, we always want to ensure that we stay committed to simplifying your daily operations, saving you time, and reducing your manual tasks. So one of our biggest initiatives underway is a brand new team called Business Success Engineers that will take us from being a software provider to your complete business partner. We'll be launching services to help you with everything from branding and design to accounting, legal, and much more. A lot more to come on this next year. And as Brendan mentioned earlier, we're going to continue to add functionality to workflows to supercharge yours and your members' experiences, creating all new automations for Wodify Perform, client invoices, and much more. And we're going to rebuild our payroll from the ground up to work much better with appointments and reporting. And we'll be adding the ability to directly process your payroll through Wodify, reducing your reliance on third-party tools. These features are all aimed at reducing your administration time, streamlining your key processes, and lowering your operational complexity so you can focus on growth.
I'm realizing we ended on a payroll, the most exciting feature of all. But just going back to this retail point of sale, how awesome is that? So some of these you guys can see, like we have the designs for, they take a while to release, but these aren't pie in the sky ideas. Like these are very real features, just like a year ago when we were talking about the lead conversion board and that's not live. Like we're really looking forward to building these, continuing to get feedback as we iterate on them. But yeah, a lot of awesome stuff coming. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that was
sorry,
just a
Rick.
small
Rick
peek.
loves payroll.
Okay.
Payroll will be impactful. Payroll is going to be awesome.
Did it break?
We're actually
Oh, there we go.
building
Yeah.
the like there's payroll functionality that needs to be improved to calculate payroll. So connecting it to appointments, making the UI easier, and then also implementing the actual ability to process payroll. So we're looking at some vendor partners to be able to do that. So again, the idea is we want to consolidate as much as possible and make it easier, as easy as possible for you to run your entire business out of Wodify. Sorry for interrupting, Matt. Go ahead.
No, all good, all good. Yeah, so that was just a small peek into the incredible things that we have planned for 2025, and there'll be much more. So this year alone, this past year in 2024, we launched 53 new major features and delivered 24 software updates, all designed to make running your gym smoother, smarter, and be more profitable. And we're not stopping there. So as we look ahead to 2025, our dedication to innovation and growth remains stronger than ever. We're committed to building these tools that help save you time, increase revenue, and keep your members coming back. So now to round this out, here you go back to Brendan for some closing thoughts.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. And just one quick call out there on the bottom of the screen, you see we have roadmap.wodify.com. That is our public and constantly updated roadmap. So I'd encourage you to check it out. Maybe add it to your quick nav custom external link if you want to, really keep an eye on what we're building. But a large group of our product and engineering leadership and folks from our customer facing teams meet every single week, and we look at that roadmap and we update it. And sometimes we have to unfortunately move things back, sometimes we move things up, but we make public commitments, and it's very unique, not just in our space, in the software space. A lot of times we'll hire people and they'll be like, why do we have a public roadmap? Let's take it down. Our competition is going to copy it. But honestly, we'd rather be transparent with our customer base, and our competition does copy it, but we are able to move pretty fast, and we stay ahead of it. So check out roadmap.wodify.com, and we'll keep updating it all throughout the year next year. And we show some really cool previews in there too. So yeah, just check that out. So to round things out, we're going to jump to Q&A, but let me just issue a challenge after going through all of that and thinking and seeing some of your business goals, because I know it can be a little bit overwhelming. We just covered a ton of ground. So just like how you might coach a new client that you get in January because of New Year's resolutions, my challenge is to start somewhere. Choose one feature that you aren't currently using. Could be the lead conversion board, could be workflows, could be tasks, coach view, Wodify sites. There's so much to choose from, and take the time to invest in learning and teaching your staff how to implement it, and then measure the results. And I promise that you will see an impact. Everything we build is designed to help businesses like yours become more profitable and efficient and grow to be successful. And as you go through this, just know that you're not alone. We really do want to be your partner. So we support our customers in a ton of different ways. This year, we answered over 5,000 emails from customers and had a customer satisfaction rating of, I think, 98% or 97.9% or something. So please feel free to engage in us in whatever way is going to work best for you. You can email support at Wodify. You can book one-on-one Zoom calls with us to have 15-minute video walkthroughs in your account. Our team can help configure any of this. For our folks on Grow and Promote, you have live chat with us. And then our business success team that Matt talked about right now, they're focused on implementing workflows, but they can also do things like help you connect QuickBooks, and they're going to be rolling out those things like branding and design support with Canva. So for now, go to workflows.wodify.com to book a call with that team. And then, like we said at the beginning, join our Facebook group so you can share ideas with each other, and you can see we make some cool announcements in there. We also do things like put out polls for what you think we should build next. So first of all, just thank you for joining and staying on for the full webinar. I think we had great engagement throughout and participation. I know it's a lot of information, and like I said, a lot of hearing me talk. I think Reagan's a better presenter than me, but hopefully she'll feel better before the next webinar. I hope that all of you have a really great holiday period over the next few weeks, but really hit the ground running next year and have an amazing 2025. And I look forward to delivering on everything we talked about and being the best business partner we can be for you next year. Also, a lot of these pictures are our team visiting gyms or at events. So if you see us at an event, or if, I don't know, you see one of us drop in at your gym or something, we have a Wodify email address, or hopefully we come say hi. We love to try to connect with people in person and not just do everything over Zoom. So I hope to connect with many of you in person in 2025. All right. Q&A. Reagan or Matt, maybe you guys can help me tee up some of these. I'm distracted sharing my screen. Do we have any questions we can jump to?
Hey guys, I'll unmute myself for a little bit. Jessica asked, do we get push notifications when a new lead comes through? Jessica, we can set up workflows that will do this for you. So every time a new lead comes through, your team could get a text message or a task or an email. So lots of options to make sure you get the notification the way you want. Another really cool thing we can do with workflows is if you guys use Slack, we can actually integrate with Slack and do things like drop new leads into a Slack channel that just gives everybody visibility. So yeah, lots of options there. Book a workflows call with us and we will help you out. Okay, let's see. Gordon asked, is there any additional cost for Wodify sites? The answer is yes. However, we are running a really great end of year offer right now for sites that's going to save you a ton of money. You can get started for free with that website. So definitely book that site's demo to get some more information on pricing. It varies a little bit based off what plan you're on, and take advantage of that end of year offer.
I can jump to one I just saw, Reagan, about creating a new lead. Amanda asked, is there a minimum amount of information you need to create a lead? I've created them in the past, but it ends up think with the new features, it will be helpful for conversations. Do we pay per lead? So quickly to address the last part of it, you don't pay per lead. You have unlimited clients, leads, admins in our system. So definitely just take advantage of it. And you want to keep, your system clean, but you don't charge per lead. And then we actually, Amanda, definitely recognize this used to be an issue. So we've made the process a lot easier, starting with that quick view kind of side panel experience. So when you click create a lead from anywhere, Shift L, or from the quick nav, it'll pull out just this really simple side panel. I'd recommend you have a name and an email address, and that's all you need. And you can quickly type that in, tab, tab, tab. The more information, if you already have it, the better. But we've made it really easy to create those leads without needing to fully build out the profile yet.
Okay, I think there was a good one. I'm gonna mark Amanda's questions answered. Jessica mentioned that she's a lot of guardians showing as at risk by retain. Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we actually did release a fix for this earlier this year that should be removing guardians as at risk when they don't have a membership. So apologies for the lawnmower coming by if you can hear that. But um, so definitely we'll reach out to you to make sure your guardians are set up correctly to not be showing on this list. However, if they do have a membership, we do consider them as being a part of your business, and that would mark them as at risk. We do have a way to snooze forever people that you don't want to show on this list. So we can also do that, but we'll follow up directly to help you work through that. All right. Let's see. How do you edit the templates in the year in review data? So, David, what we recommend for the year in review images we give you guys is you just download them. And then when you go to create a story or a post on Instagram, all you have to do is just overlay text boxes on top. It's much easier than going into Canva, editing, and then downloading them and posting them. So give that a try. And then we can also look into giving you some more templated options through Canva for next year.
So I'll try to
Yeah,
take
see
some.
Brendan, I see Jonathan, you're about appointments. So actually our someone from Wodify, Tim, we can maybe put you in contact with him, Jonathan, and you guys can sync up on all those good ideas you have as we overhaul our appointments. So we'll make a note of that. Jonathan will reach out after the call.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Jonathan, I don't know if everyone can see the question. Jonathan was asking about
Oh, sorry.
people being able to book specific times through the online sales portal, and if there's anything to assign programs or extra programming to track individual clients. Definitely a trend we're seeing and some functionality we have on the roadmap for next year. So yeah, we would love to get your feedback on early designs we have for that. Stephanie asked, any updates on transferring current phone numbers into your SMS system? No updates on that yet. Right now, when you use Wodify SMS, we generate and give you a phone number. So right now, the partner we use is Twilio. So there's some limitations on their end, but also just in terms of how we kind of built the feature to function right now. But we've heard that feedback before. So Stephanie, we will definitely keep trying to find a way to create the best experience, and ideally, if we can find a way to make it easy to port phone numbers over, we will, we'll keep that in mind.
I
So we
also
answered
just
that.
added in the chat, ideas.wodify.com is where you guys can actually go to submit ideas and vote on other ideas that people have submitted already. So if you have like really specific requests, and you don't have a chance like a webinar to ask our team, that is always a really great place. And that's where we go to kind of look at what features we want to get into developing next and how we kind of put together our roadmap for the upcoming year. So if we don't get to your question today, you can always use that channel.
Yeah, great call. What else do we got? Sorry, I meant Jason says I may have missed it. Will the new point of sale be available? Yes, there will be a new point of sale available. Let me jump back and show you really quick.
And I can take that. So Jason I just spoke to the PM for this feature. I'm answering his online sales portal question. If you're an international customer, you should have online sales portal by the end of this year. We are still in beta with US customers only. So, did just want to cover that live as well. Sorry, Brendan, back to
For
pricing.
OSP. Yeah, good call. We had some people in the chat asking about kind of the lead creation process if they're using tools like Calendly. So on that note, I would check out everything you can do in workflows because we have a lot of people who are using like Typeform, for example, or maybe they have some other system, and you're able to create leads via workflows. So I would check that out. That's been kind of our strategy around integrations was to build Wodify workflows so we didn't just have to choose one or two softwares. We created a tool where there's hundreds and hundreds of apps that you can connect to. So Slack, Google, all those apps, and then from there create actions like creating leads in Wodify. What else do we have? Andy McCann, a success engineer, sounds awesome. Thoughts on virtual CSM, GM? I can always use and pay for. Good help. Well, thank you. So yeah, I mean, I think the virtual CSM GM thing is where we're headed with this idea of business partnership and our success engineers. So this is a huge undertaking, and we kind of created what we feel is the full scope of finance, tech, marketing, HR, legal, operations, all the hats that you all have to wear every day. And we want to start with where we think we can do a really good job of adding the most value. So I think we'll start next year, one, without charging for it, just to get feedback and to help provide value. But I think we'll start on finance and marketing. And we have a QuickBooks Online integration, but we want to be not just technical partners, but also help you with just the business configuration of that. So help on the accounting and the finance side. And then on the marketing side, this is what I'm really excited about because Canva is a tool we've helped a lot of customers with kind of ad hoc. Like I've been at events before and just sat down with customers and helped them set up their custom branding using Canva. But we want to create a more formal team to support it where we can help set up your brand kit and your style guide. So not just in Wodify, but in all of your kind of creative assets, you have a really consistent and strong branding. And we have a team that I think can really help with that. So those are kind of the two areas we're going to start working on, but we see a lot of opportunity to just continue providing services and products to help you with all those different areas that you know it takes to build a successful business. Jason says, can you dive deeper into your partnership with TwoBrain and what that means for Wodify or TwoBrain members? So good question. I mean, we don't really have a formal partnership with TwoBrain Business. We met Chris, the head of TwoBrain, 6 years ago, came into our Wodify office, and we sat down and we said the number one reason we lose customers is they go out of business. And he, at the time, TwoBrain was kind of just getting off the ground, was like, I'm trying to help more gym owners be successful. And since then, we've just helped each other whenever we feel like it'll create value in the whole industry. So we put out the annual report with them. The TwoBrain teams have helped us build dashboards. We go to their annual event every year. I have a call with Chris in like 15 minutes. We're talking about doing a new partner initiative around some marketing content. So really what it means for Wodify and TwoBrain members is hopefully we just continue building a product that aligns with some of their best practices and mentorship, but really great people over there and no kind of formal or exclusive partnership. We also have great relationships with Best Hour of Their Day. They're another great mentor company. On the martial arts side, Legacy Martial Arts Consulting for any jiu-jitsu schools and martial arts schools, check them out. But yeah, these business mentor programs, we just try to have relationships with so we can build features and share ideas that can help the entire industry.
Brendan, I think Jonathan had a few questions. Let's see. So, Jonathan, I think your second question is speaking to individual programming, one-on-one programming support. That is a feature Matt covered that's on our roadmap for 2025. More specific details to come on what that's going to look like. As soon as we have designs, you'll be able to see it on our roadmap. But yes, that is on our plans for 2025. And then he also asked, when will the appointments feature be usable to new or existing clients to book specific times and providers from the online sales portal Right now, only existing clients can book for specific time slots via the app only after purchasing the appointment pack or session. So this is a fun one to answer because we have good news there. So Brendan or Matt, you guys want to take this one?
Yeah, I think, yeah, Reagan, I think this is, we covered part of this one, but Jonathan, let us know if you have additional ones,
Yeah, the new
questions.
client web portal, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can now book and buy as a lead on the client web portal. So you can book directly from a provider. You can also book an appointment if their availability is correctly set up, and then purchase the membership and vice versa. So good stuff. Good stuff there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna just scroll quickly through the chat, but I think we're doing.
Yeah, I saw Stephanie had a follow-up. What if it's already a Twilio number? I think it will be hopefully sooner or easier if it's a Twilio number, but we still don't quite have that feature built out to just port over a Twilio number. So if you're open to us working with you when we're kind of working on that and working with Twilio, but yeah, sorry that's not as turnkey as you would think with Twilio. Um, Oh, Doug just put one in the chat. Going back to new client, lost client per month. Is that based on data analysis or is that self-reported survey? I think the screenshot I used was from Two Brains self-reported survey, which maybe you're alluding to in your question. Like I don't love any self-reported surveys, but our data is lines up very similarly with that. So those numbers are close. There are other kind of self-reported surveys that we just know are not even remotely close because you get this bias of like people whose businesses aren't doing well probably aren't reporting them, or you get bias in who actually receives or fills out the survey versus we can take an objective look at it. But I would say those numbers are pretty close to accurate.
Lucas had asked if he could import leads via an Excel sheet. You can, however, if you're a little nervous about doing that, we can always help you. So there is, when you go to, like John gave you instructions, you go to people leads, there's a big purple import button at the top. You can download the template. As long as you format it all correctly, you'll be good. But again, if you have any questions about how to do that, you can always book a call with our support team and they'll help walk you through it.
So Um, so if there's any others, we'll see two things. We'll see kind of the chat transcript, make sure we follow up with anyone who we didn't get answers to. And then we will also share out the recording of this. It takes a few hours to process, but we'll send out the recording if anyone wants to share it or if you missed part of it. Overall, though, we're a little over the hour. I just want to thank everyone again for joining. We would not be able to share these features and be able to do all this awesome stuff without all of you. So just want to appreciate kind of the time you took to walk through everything with us today. And again, I hope that all of you have an awesome next few weeks through the holidays. Hope January gets off to a really strong start and look forward to the next webinar we do, the next time I see everyone in person.